All right, in this lesson, we're gonna stop the buzzing sound that you hear when you play a chord. So I'm gonna show you what's going on. I'm gonna show you how to fix it, and I'm gonna give you a drill that you can do so you never hear that buzzing sound again. All right, so this buzzing sound, it's very common for beginners. So let me just show you exactly what's happening. So we'll just take this G chord, for example. Now you obviously want to hear a nice, crisp, chord and sound whenever you strum it. But a lot of times you might hear something like this. Kind of that little buzzing and like rattling noise there. You might hear it on one string. You might hear it on two strings. You might hear it on all the strings. So what's happening is you're simply not holding down the string hard enough to the fretboard. So really you just need to be applying more pressure to the strings. And it's going to be challenging because if you're a beginner and you're just getting started, you don't have the finger strength and just kind of the calluses build up on your fingers yet. So it happens a lot. You might hear that buzzing sound, for the first couple weeks as you're practicing and as you're getting used to how much pressure you need to apply to the strings. So here's how to fix it. You need to apply more pressure. That's pretty much it. The easiest way, the best drill that I've found with other beginners and even with myself, when I was just beginning guitar, 10 or 12 years ago, I was getting this buzzing sound all the time. So I feel your pain. I'm with you on that. This is a drill that I've just always done to figure out which string is causing the buzzing. So again, we're just going to stay in this G chord. And what I do and what I've had other students do is just take your pick and go down each string starting from the top. So if you hear that when you do this drill, that's good. Give it a good strum. Give it one down strum. But if you hear something like this, okay, I can see I'm on this second string here. So I trace that all the way up here to figure out what's going on. Is my middle finger rubbing into that string, or am I simply just not holding that string down enough with my pointer finger? So same thing with, let's say you have the first 4 strings, they sound good. We don't want to hear that. So I can tell I'm on the second string from the bottom. So I'm going to trace that all the way up here and see, okay, my ring finger is on that string. I must just need to push it down more and apply more pressure. So I should hear that. Same thing with this pinky. If you hear that buzzing, that simply means you're not holding the string down enough. So I need to come over here. Make sure that's my pinky. Maybe I need to push it in more, apply more pressure, but maybe this pinky finger has slid over into this, the fret bar here, going into the 4th fret, and maybe that's why it's giving me those issues. So those are 2 common things that you really have to look out for. So typically when I do this drill, when I give this drill to beginners, I have you just go from this G chord to this D over F sharp chord, which you can do this way or this way, and then to the E minor chord, and then to this C chord. And what I have you do is just go down each string and do exactly what we just did. So when you hear everything perfectly clear and crispy, then you can do a down strum to finish that chord and move on to the next one. But if you hear something like this, you can't give it that down strum until everything's held down. So this is what it would sound like. And you can just start off as slow as you'd like. Okay, it was good. Give it a down strum. Move on to the next chord. D over F sharp. Okay, I know that must be the middle finger. I need to apply more pressure there. Better. Now move to the E minor, do the same thing. Good. And then lastly, that C chord. Good. So if you want to even take out this D over F sharp chord, if you don't know that chord and you're not familiar with it, just go from the G to the E minor to the C. Or you could go from the G to the C to the E minor. You can really go in any chord progression that you want, even in different chords, you know, in the key of C with this C chord, F chord, G chord. But for now, we'll stick with these chords right here. And what this drill does, it's good because it isolates the strings to see which string is making the buzzing sound. But also at the same time, you're working on your picking with this right hand, assuming you're a right-handed guitar player. So you're going down each string. And this is gonna build very good muscle memory for you, because eventually, we're gonna wanna eventually do some songs where you're doing some more intricate picking patterns with your strumming hand in your right hand. So this drill, it's not only just isolating the specific string that's causing the issue, but you're also simultaneously working on repetition and practice with this picking hand and then also your strum. So I would stick with those exercises, that main exercise. You can use it with a variety of chords, but just, yeah, go down through each string on each chord. Make sure it sounds clear and crispy, and then when it does, you can give it the down strum and move on to the next chord. All right, so I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions, help you out. But if not, love y'all. I'll see you in the next one.